A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hi everyone and welcome back to A+ English. I'm Pat.
I'm Elsie.
And we're on day 2 of our story article, Frindle.
Frindle, apparently it's a pen.
It's just a made-up word that some kid made up to mean a pen. And this guy Nick, this kid, a 5th grader, made up the word Frindle to kind of get out of doing some homework because he wanted to waste time in class. So he may get into trouble. And our warm-up question is, when and why do some kids get in trouble in school?
As for when, they get into trouble all the time.
Well, you're the teacher, you know.
But as for why, I think they want maybe their teacher's attention.
Yeah, if they don't understand the class, they maybe start to do other stuff.
Or they're simply being very lazy, naughty.
Well, tell you what, I'll tell you a story.
Okay.
Now, I have 2 younger brothers, and there was a time when all 3 of us were at the same school. And that school had an assembly once a week. All the classes go to, there was only 1 class per grade, maybe 100 students, so we could all get in the big hall, have the teachers talk, that kind of thing. Now, my friend managed to get me to laugh a lot and loudly by doing stupid stuff. So I laughed a lot, loudly, and the teacher said, "Get out of the assembly, you're going to the head teacher's office." My youngest brother, sitting close to the front, started laughing because I'd been thrown out.
Yeah, he was laughing hard at you, right?
And he got thrown out.
What about the
middle
second
one?
brother? Yeah.
Middle one is sitting there being as quiet as possible, and all the teachers are like, We've got to find a reason to throw him out.
Really?
We want to get all 3 brothers. It'll be so funny.
Right, so did he finally get thrown out?
No, he kept it quiet. He didn't get thrown out. He managed to do it. But so sometimes you just get in trouble for being a bit silly, having a laugh, not listening to what the teachers are saying.
Just being a kid.
Just being a kid. Well, what's going to happen to Nick? Let's find out by reading through day 2 of our article.
Frindle. Warm-up question. When and why do some kids get in trouble in school?
Soon, every kid in school is using the word frindle. This makes Mrs. Granger angry. She punishes the kids after school. They must write, "I am writing this punishment with a pen," over and over. Mrs. Granger eventually has a talk with Nick. She asks him to sign a sealed envelope. She says,
"I will send this letter to you when this is all over. May the best word win."
A reporter writes about the school's frindle situation for a local newspaper. Soon, Nick is on many national television shows and in magazines. He becomes famous for making up the word frindle.
So yesterday we found out that Nick made up this word frindle and all his friends were going into a store to ask for a frindle, just a pen. Now we see soon every kid in school is using the word frindle.
OK， 那 every 这个字呢，代表每一个，后面要加的是单数名词，所以这边我们看到是 every kid in school，在学校里面的每一个小孩。
So we could say every person on the bus is wearing a mask.
那很快的呢，学校里的每一个小孩都在用 frindle 这个字，但是这个字本来不存在 ，it didn't exist.
No, and because of this, we see in the article, this makes Mrs. Granger angry.
老师生气了。 because Nick didn't do her homework.
And also, you remember, she treats the dictionary like law. She doesn't want kids using words that are not in her dictionary.
Yeah, how come you can make this word up?
Okay, we see then she punishes the kids after school. Not just Nick, the kids. They all get punished.
Okay, she did something. What is it? 我们来看一下吧。Punish 这个动词呢，代表惩罚。那如果呢，我们要用某方式来惩罚某人呢，我们可以说 punish somebody by doing something。像是呢，我们可以说 the teacher punished the student by giving her extra homework， 代表呢，老师藉由给额外的作业来惩罚学生。那单字例句给的是Nick stole money from his mother, so she punished him. Nick 从他妈妈那边偷了钱，于是妈妈就惩罚了他。
And here's another example. The girl's mother punished her for coming home late by not letting her go out at the weekend.
那这边 for 后面加的就是原因咯 like why. Okay.
So, what is the punishment, or how does Mrs. Granger punish Nick and the other kids? The article says they must write, I am writing this punishment with a pen, over and over. Not a frindle, a pen.
So you mean they have to write this sentence?
Yep.
Over and over.
Yep, maybe on the paper or on the board with chalk, that kind of thing.
来当做惩罚。那这边你看到的 punishment 也就是刚刚的动词字尾加上 ment 变成了名词了。
Yeah, we can turn verbs into nouns like that by adding ment. For example, my punishment for being rude was to clean up the house all weekend. And these kids have to write the words down over and over.
对的，不是写一遍，是 over and over 反复再三的写。
Yeah, we can also say over and over again to
Again,
emphasize it. We could say, for example, the little boy went up and down the slide over and over.
OK， 所以课文这边说他们一定要反复的写 I am writing this punishment with a pen。我正在用笔写这次的处罚，我正在用笔写这次的处罚，要一直写下去。
Yeah, in the UK we call that writing lines. And we sometimes got punished in that way. So this goes on for a time. The kids keep saying frindle. Mrs. Granger keeps punishing them until we see that Mrs. Granger eventually has a talk with Nick. Now, remember that word from yesterday? Eventually?
最后，终于老师找 Nick 谈话了。
So some time passes. But she doesn't kind of make him stop or tell him that's it, enough. Instead, we see she asks him to sign a sealed envelope.
Sealed 这个形容词呢，代表密封的，所以我们用 sealed 形容这个 envelope， 代表是密封的信封。
Yeah, they've kind of sealed it up so it's not easy to open, and you can see if someone broke it to try and open it. So when you sign it, it shows this is closed, I've never seen it, and when I open it, I can check to see if there's been any cheating. For example, you might say, don't open this sealed letter until midnight.
对，到半夜之前都不能打开这个密封的一封信。OK， 那我们刚刚讲到 envelope 是信封，那关于它的用法，我们来看一下吧。Envelope 这个名词呢，代表的是信封。那写完信之后呢，我们要 fold the letter， 折好信 and place it into an envelope， 再把信放在信封里面。最后呢，将信封密封起来，就用到 seal 这个动词 S-E-A-L seal the envelope。所以呢，我们可以用 sealed， 也就是 S-E-A-L 后面加上 E-D 来形容一封信是被封起来的，就是我们课文上面看到的 a sealed envelope。那打开信封的话呢，我们就用 open the envelope。那再来，我们过年的时候拿的红包，同学们应该很熟悉吧？我们都会说 red envelopes。那单字例句给的是呢 I put my letter in an envelope and sent it to England。我把我的信放在信封里面，然后把它寄到英格兰去。
And you guys might have noticed I said envelope, which is also okay for how to pronounce it. Envelope, envelope, both are fine. So we could say, I put the letter in an envelope and then put a stamp on the front next to the address.
那这里呢，课文说到啊，老师要 Nick 在一个信封上面 sign his name， 签上他的名字。
And she, Mrs. Granger, says, I will send this letter to you when this is all over, meaning when the whole Frindle stuff has finished.
OK， 所以老师就跟 Nick 说呢，我会在一切都结束之后，把这封信寄给你。
And she also adds, may the best word win.
Interesting. What does she mean?
I'm not sure.
那 may 这边呢，表示的是祝福。那有一句话是 May the best man or woman win。在比赛之前，你可以说但愿最佳的选手获胜。不过老师这边说的是 May the best word win， 但愿最棒的字胜出。
Maybe they're having some kind of contest.
Or competition, right?
Yeah, and when we say may the best person win, it's saying let's do this in a friendly way with no cheating. Let's have a good, honest, friendly competition.
好好的来打这场比赛。好，那我们现在先进到 Magic Box 听讲师讲解喽。
Magic Box。Hello，
大家好，又到了每周星座的时间了，我是星座专家唐綺阳。May I ask you a question？ 我可以问你一个问题吗？4月到了，今年到现在啊，你过得怎么样呢？如果觉得很不平静哦，那4月这个月的重点呢，就是在于身心疗愈、灵性成长了。May you find peace in your heart。希望呢你能找到心中的平静啊。这时候呢，一些蜡烛啊、香氛啊 ，You may find scented candles helpful。在关心自己、照顾自己的时候呢，你可能呢会发现香氛蜡烛很有用哦。May 这个字啊，它呢可以当名词哦，它呢可以当作人名，或者是呢我们下一个月5月呢都是 May， 但是啊它更常呢被用呢，倒是当作助动词来使用咯。当作助动词的时候呢，有3种用法。其实呢，刚刚在开头跟你闲聊的时候啊，都已经看到了，没有发现吗？不要着急哦，我们呢一个一个来认识它。首先呢 ，may 这个字呢，可以用来表示可能、推测。比方说啊 ，You may find scented candles helpful。可能呢，你会觉得芳香蜡烛有用，但是呢，我不知道你买什么口味，不知道你喜不喜欢点蜡烛，所以啊，可能会，可能不会，这就是推测，表示可能性的用法咯。那因为啊 ，may 只是可能，不是确定的，所以呢，它也可以用来在寻求对方许可的时候来提问咯。比方说呢，像是我刚开头问你的 ，May I ask you a question？ 我可以问你一个问题吗？ May I ask you a question？ 询问你的许可。那这个用法呢，很常出现哦，像是呢这个 May I sit here？ 我可以坐这里吗？ May I use your pen？ 我可以借用你的笔吗？ May I try this on？ 我可以试穿这件吗？这些呢都是属于询问许可，很有礼貌的用法咯。那我们第3种呢，就可以用来表达这个希望，这个时候呢，就很常被用在讲祝福的话的时候来使用咯。比方说啊 ，May you find peace in your heart， 祝福你，希望你找到内心的平静。或者是呢，考试前啊 ，May you pass the exam， 祝福你顺利通过考试了。最后呢，我们来帮你总结一下 ，may 这个字呢，当做助动词啊，可以表示可能或是推测。那延伸出来的用法呢，就可以用在询问可不可以，寻求对方的许可，或者是呢用在祝福，例如呢希望对方可以通过考试。以上呢，这就是 may 的3种用法咯。
Okay, so let's get back to the story, and we're seeing more time is passing and this thing is growing. We see a reporter writes about the school's Frindle situation for a local newspaper.
哇，我们昨天学过 report 这个字，然后呢，今天看到了 reporter， 也就是记者，他们在写什么呢？关于这个地方的 situation 情况形势。
A situation is just what's going on, but it often means something different or interesting or
Special.
difficult. Yes, special in some way. Like, it's a difficult situation at work because many people don't like the boss.
所以记者啊也有为当地的报纸报道学校 Frindle 的状况。
Okay, so it's made the news. People are reading about it, not just the kids at school, but their parents, people in the town, and it gets bigger. The article says, soon Nick is on many national television shows and in magazines. Wow.
Wow, national television shows. Television shows 我们知道是电视节目。What about national 这个形容词呢？ Let's find out. National 这个形容词呢，代表国家的。那如果我们把字尾的 al 拿掉，我们看到 nation 这个名词就是国家的意思。那还有一个形容词呢是 international 合并成一个字，形容词国际的。那再来呢，关于 national 我们会看到很多的地方景点的名称会有它出现哦，像是呢 National Palace Museum 代表的就是国立的故宫博物院，还有像是 National Taiwan University 那就是国立的台湾大学。所以当你看到 national 的时候，你会解释为国立的国家的。那单字例句给的是呢 The story about the lucky boy became national news. Soon everyone in the country was talking about him. 这个幸运的男孩故事啊，成为了全国的新闻，很快的全国的人都在谈论他。
So we could say things like, let's go to a national park this weekend, or the government has made a national rule about plastic cups. So he's on national TV shows.
Right.
You can watch these all over the country, no matter where you are. And in the US, that's more important because it's such a big country. And he's also in magazines.
But what is a magazine? 我们来看一下吧。Magazine 这个字呢，代表的是杂志。那到书店里面，你可以看到不同种类的杂志，像是 fashion magazines， 也就是流行杂志 ，travel magazines。旅行的杂志或者是 business magazines 商业的杂志都可以看到。那单字例句呢给的是My friends and I learn about many things when we read A+ English magazine. 当我的朋友跟我读 A+ English 杂志的时候，我们学到很多的东西。
Or you could say, this magazine is all about toy soldiers and the games you can play with them.
那我们的 Nick 小男主角，他上遍了全国的电视节目和杂志。
Right, and he's so everybody, not just his town, not just his state, if it's the US, it's the whole country that's hearing about this thing. And the article says he, Nick, becomes famous for making up the word frindle.
Nick 变得很有名，那是为什么呢？因为编造出 frindle 这个字。
Okay, so we're going to leave the story there. What is going to happen to Nick next? What was in the envelope that Mrs. Granger gave him? Where is this all going to go? Find out tomorrow in part 3, but right now, let's go to our review time activity.
Review time.
So we've got a few word power words today. Let's put a few of them in questions to review their meanings. So, how do we punish our students or kids?
I've never punished my students.
What?
Such a nice teacher.
No way.
I've never done it before.
Surely not.
Actually, I can't do it. I'm not allowed to do it, right?
Can you tell their parents?
Yeah, I can call them.
Okay, so that's kind of the threat, is
A
it?
kind of punishment, right?
Right, I'll tell your mum and dad and they will get nasty on you.
What about you?
Well, if I'm punishing my son, it will usually be taking away something he likes to play with. So if he's being naughty and throwing it around or doing something else, I say, okay, if that's the way you're going to behave, we have to take this away until you learn how to be good. So maybe that's not the best way, but it's not the worst way. And hopefully he learns that good behavior gets rewarded. That's more important. When he does something good, we praise him. We tell him, good job, well done. Keep doing that.
Nice.
Okay, let's check out another word power word. Did you read any magazines when you were younger?
When I was younger, I always read English learning magazines.
Did you?
Including A+.
Wow.
And for you?
Okay. All right, I read the kind of magazine I mentioned. It's about collecting toy soldiers and monsters, dragons, that kind of thing, and the games they play. It's still going on in the UK. It's called White Dwarf. It's all about this particular hobby that I played when I was younger. So, last one then. Which of Taiwan's national parks do you like going to?
I like to go to Kenting National Park.
Yeah.
Because I like to visit Kenting in summer.
Yeah, definitely the beaches and stuff like that. I always like going to Taroko National Park. I went there pretty early on after I came to Taiwan. I just really like the walls of the cliff, the mountains, the river. I think it's a cool place, and I do like to take my family there. I took them there when they came last time. Okay, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. Join us again tomorrow for the final part of the story of Frindle. See you then. Bye for now.
Frindle. Warm-up question. When and why do some kids get in trouble in school?
Soon, every kid in school is using the word frindle. This makes Mrs. Granger angry. She punishes the kids after school. They must write, "I am writing this punishment with a pen," over and over. Mrs. Granger eventually has a talk with Nick. She asks him to sign a sealed envelope. She says,
I will send this letter to you when this is all over. May the best word win.
A reporter writes about the school's frindle situation for a local newspaper. Soon, Nick is on many national television shows and in magazines. He becomes famous for making up the word frindle.
Word power. Punish. Punish. Nick stole money from his mother, so she punished him. Nick stole money from his mother, so she punished him. Envelope. Envelope. I put my letter in an envelope and sent it to England. I put my letter in an envelope and sent it to England. National. National. The story about the lucky boy became national news. Soon, everyone in the country was talking about him. The story about the lucky boy became national news. Soon, everyone in the country was talking about him. Magazine. Magazine. My friends and I learn about many things when we read A+ English magazine. My friends and I learn about many things when we read A+ English magazine.
认识字汇
Punishment. Punishment. Sealed. Sealed. Situation. Situation.